It's the National Football League on EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
To the southeast section of Brazil and the world-renowned city of Sao Paulo. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD. That moment of anticipation just before.
Dating back to their high school days, imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And they just get the play off. Now Young. He finds McCoy. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Now Cobb to return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is Grant. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He finds his man complete. That's McCoy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll come up 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. To throw, Young. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
3rd and 2.
They go back to Grant. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Draw play starts. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Complete, starts on the screen. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Eagles' offense back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Young. Fighting to stay upright. Eluded, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Oh, that was a tough one. Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. It'll be Young again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Young. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. This is Starks.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work. Fix immediately.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Rodgers now on third and goal.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Loose inside the 30.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Looking downfield for Jones.
That is incomplete.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida It'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They will run with Grant. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Young. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. On play action, Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Touchdown, Packers!
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
3rd and 12.
Throwing, Young.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Young to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. But he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw, Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, Grant. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Eagles' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Young to throw it. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Young now. Gets a short one to Selleck. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Young.
A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but I got to give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his size. I mean, tight ends, going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
So now Rodgers in the pack. Down 20-17. A minute 16 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Eagles, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.